Hey guys, this is Market Omega coming to you live from Madaz Money. All right, so this is my first weekly recap. So basically, I'll be going over the trades from this week. Kind of give you guys an idea of some of the trades that I took, and what worked and what didn't. And so I just want to start out by taking a look at this stock, this Weemy. My goodness, the stock is still going, man. It's going all the way from 10 to like 21 in after hours. I mean, this is ridiculous, man. This is crazy. Let's see here. From the start of the day, it was just, man, it was just choppy, man. Like what will happen is it'll break out and then pop for like 10, 20 cents and then just wick back down again. And he kept doing that the whole morning. So with this trade, I actually managed to take a trade on this. So let's see here. Let's see. So right here, it formed a nice cup and handle. So if you could take a look right there, this is a nice cup and handle. So this is like this rounded bottom right here. And you can see this right here. This is right there. That's the handle. So I saw this pattern forming, and what I did was basically went long right here. I think 780s. I got long right there, and my plan was to add as soon as it got over this point, this 825 level, and just kind of ride it all the way to pre-market highs. So I got long here. I think I got the 760s or something like that. And I held, it popped all the way up to 825. I added at 820. It popped all the way up to 839. I added at 825. It went and then all the way down. And I was like, man, this is kind of crazy, man. It was just not breaking out. And it looked like there were some hidden sellers. Like some insiders were trying to unload a bunch of stock all day. That's when you see stocks acting like that. Like whenever they get to a breakout point, they pop up and then they wick right back down. I mean, trying to trap the longs. That's, when you see a stock like that, just know that, there's some insiders trying to unload a bunch of stock, or maybe somebody with a lot of sizes basically unloading, trying to get the long liquidity and just dump it. So it just did that, man. On a regular stock that has a very orderly movement would break out right here and then just keep going up. But this faked, I ended up stopping out right here. And then, boom, it came all the way back again, broke the all-time highs, and then consolidated. When I saw it consolidating, I added right there. I went long. I think I got in at, I have to look, I think it was like 930 is. It popped up to about 975. Now, honestly, like the last few days, the last few weeks actually, I've been basically shooting for the a higher move, a higher profit target, right? And normally I would have taken these, scalps right there, but I was thinking, well, this thing broke all-time highs, it's consolidating, it's got to move a lot higher. And a normal stock would do that, but this just came right there. It popped up, acted like it was going to break this 969 level. It broke, popped up, about 6 cents, came all the way down. And I was like, what in the hell? And I held it, did the same thing right here. It popped up, broke 975, popped up to 988, 13 cents, all the way down. You don't want to see a stock doing that, man. That's just shady. So when I saw this stock doing this, I was like, that's it. I'm out. I'm done. I mean, whatever. I just don't want to keep playing with the stock. And it did the same thing right here. Boom, broke, wicked all the way down. Now, power hour, the stock just decided to turn on the market makers, man. They just went boom, turn on the buy programs, and bam, it just ripped. I mean, look at this, and it was still going in after hours, man. Let's see. Let me see if I can shrink this so you can get an idea of the size of the move right there. So you see this right there? Basically, boom, from 10 all the way to 21. That's like That is 100% move in less than an hour. I mean, that's phenomenal, man. That's crazy. So I ended up buying, got long right here on a dip. Scalped it for like 5,500. This move right there. I mean, this will probably be a good short on Monday. There's no way it's just sustainable. It's gonna go up. If it consolidates, right, by Monday it'll gap up, and then it should give back a lot of the gains. That's what I'm thinking. I mean, I could be wrong. It could continue going to infinity, whatever. But I mean, this should gap up, or in after hours, you know, in the next say 2 or 3 hours, it should give back a lot of the gains. Maybe probably end the day around this 18, 17 level, somewhere around there. That's kind of what I'm looking at. But man, yeah, this is a crazy stock, man. It's a crazy stock, but it'll be my number one watch on Monday for sure. For sure, that'll be my number one watch. All right. I also got in on Waffle right there. So Waffle did this. It basically it was perking up in pre-market high, flushed at the open, and then wicked all the way up, broke the pre-market highs, but it wasn't sustainable, so it came all the way down. It couldn't hold this level. So I took this trade right here when I saw this consolidation. So it kept consolidating right there, consolidating, and this is sort of like a. Let's see if I can. This is like a. No, not that. Trend liner, yeah. So this is a. Okay, yeah. So right there. So I saw this pattern right there. This pattern right here, and I took it as triangle. So as soon as it came right here, I got long in the seven. When it broke out of this level and this resistance, I got long 720s and scaled out all the way to 765. So I mean, it's just I expected it to go longer, but I just when it started acting weak, I just got out of it. I mean, this stock was already beaten down, so um, you know I just got out of it, and then it faded all the way to the close. So that was a good win. Now my best win on the week was ALT. Let's see if I can get that. So ALT yesterday, man. Let me show you guys exactly what I was looking at. So right here on the ninth, this stock was crazy, okay? So all day, I mean, ALT is a very difficult stock to trade, man. If you're gonna trade this, like even the pros will tell you, it's not an easy stock. It's not an easy stock to read. It's a very kind of tricky stock. The pop, break down. It'll form certain patterns that would typically have a good follow through, but in this case, it wouldn't. So this stock, man, I just kept watching it, and it formed my favorite pattern, which is the inverse head and shoulder. So I saw this right there, and I was like, yep, this is me. It's got my name written all over it. Market Omega, go out, do your thing. So I got long right. Let's see where I got long. I got long right here around the 21, I think it's like 2190s right here. And when I got long, I was expecting a bigger move. I was going to take this instantly, at least to high of day, but it started pulling back, and I was like, what's going on? I mean, this is a really great, bullish pattern right there. It's formed a higher low, multiple higher lows, holding above VWAP and moving averages. I mean, dude, to me that's an A+ setup, But it just kept doing that, and I was like, man, what's going on with this? And I added when it came back right here, and I added when it broke 22, because I was thinking, okay, well, this will go, it'll break 22 and possibly, go all the way to the higher day. But nope, it dropped, and then it kept dropping, and I was holding, and I was like in with some pretty decent size. So now I'm like, thinking like, man, this is not what's supposed to happen. Okay. Um, you know, I said, well, I'm going to give this 21. 21 was my stop. If it broke down to 21, I'm out. I'll probably take a point loss or something. But, you know, to me, that was a good risk reward because this had, I was going to stop out for a point, but I could easily get 2 points off of that. Okay. So that's like a 2-1. And I like the odds on those. So it kept doing this. And when it came all the way down to like the low 21s, I was like, okay, well, man, it's looking like this is gonna stop me out. This is it. I'm end up getting a 1 point loss on this trade, but it didn't do that. Fortunately, it came all the way down to 2107, bounced up, came up, formed a higher low, started perking up, and I was like, well, yep, this is looking good. So as soon as it broke this level right here, I added, bam. And I had my average. I think my average was like the 2170s. I think that was like my average. And I scaled it out all the way to 24. I mean, that was pretty freaking good, man. It was pretty good, man. I was risking 1 point. I got almost 2 points out of this name. So that was pretty decent. But yeah, a lot of people ask, they ask me in chat, like, hey, Mark, take a look at this pattern right here. Take a look at this pattern. It's forming a double bottom, like. But I'm like, yeah, it is, but you got to look at the time of day, I mean, if it's past an hour 30 minutes, that's when, you're in the lull hours and you're in algo territory now. You're playing in their house. You don't want to do that. They're going to, 9 times out of 10, they're going to win, They're going to win. It's like, think about it like a basketball game, okay? The home team usually wins on their court. Okay, so you don't want to play in the Algos court, man. Now, if it's at the open, the first hour, the Algos are playing at my court because there's a lot of volume and a lot of momentum. So you're playing on my court then. But after the first hour 30 minutes, yeah, you're in their territory and you're at their mercy, man. So you don't want to do that. You don't want to risk it. So, yeah, so I took that trade. I didn't take the trade today because I was too busy watching this bad boy that's still freaking going. My God, man, 2144. That's ridiculous. Wow. Yeah, a lot of 2150. A lot of shorts are underwater, man. There's got to be some various accounts blowing up. Accounts are blowing up left and right because of this, man. This is 2160s. I think this stock had an IPO. It just IPO'd not up to let's see. When did it IPO? A few months ago. The first of April, and look at this move. Yeah, this could I think come Monday, if it doesn't give back a lot of this gains, it should pop on Monday because the people that are shorting right here, they're just gonna be like, man, if this thing pops over this level, they're just gonna cover, and it's gonna pop at the open, and who knows what's gonna happen after that. So, but yeah, man. That's my number one watch for Monday. I'm, just Weemy right here. And then hopefully Waffle wants to act right by Monday. I could give it a chance and see what it has to offer. So yeah, we've seen some momentum the start of this month. Now, and it hasn't been anything like June, obviously, because June just started out with a bang, and just from the 1st to the 31st, June was going full speed ahead. So, yeah, we've seen a few decent movers this month. So hopefully, if we start picking up by the middle of July, we could have some pretty decent gains. So that's it for the weekly recap with Market Omega. You can send me an email, mark at madazmoney.com, or you can reach out to me in chat. I'm on I'm a moderator over there at madazmoney.com, and feel free to ask me a few questions, and I'll do my best to answer them. Okay, it's Market Omega signing off. Have a great weekend, everybody. Trades, if you're still trading, trade safe, trade well, have fun with your family, and be safe. All right, take care.